Okay, in this video we're going to talk about the solution to homework 0, the first homework assignment in CS603. This is the first homework assignment, and I've added a link here that has my solution, and that is just stored in a directory that'll hold files, extra files. Sorry, homework 0. Okay, I will look at this on the CS server so I can try these out and make sure they work. Alright, the first question is how many lines are in the file, and you just had to give the answer, but I have here the command. So that particular file, sorry. So word count counts the lines, and there's the number of lines, the number of words, the number of characters. Next question was how many counting files. There's different ways to do that. One of them is by looking at the output of ls. So ls, if you don't give it any options and you don't have any other optional settings set, it gives, this is a separate string for each .c file, and none of those .c files or directories have spaces in them, so if we just do the word count, there are 30. You can count them by hand and it should turn out to be 30 as well. Another way to get this, so if we did ls-l, that would put each one per line, and there so the number of words becomes 270 because there's this extra information, but then each file is one line. So the first one we have is the lines, and even if there's spaces in the file name, that will still work. So we could change this to that. Alright, on what date was the CS server last rebooted? Use top or uptime. We'll use uptime. I'm on CS right now, and this says it was up 88 days, and if we subtract back from 88 days, then that should give us July 15th, plus or minus a day, depending on the hours. Alright, so I just counted that if you're around July 15th. The next one is how much memory in gigabytes does the CS server have? If we do free, this is the display that we get. Free-h gives it in gigabytes. So here we have the memory. The total amount of memory is 503. The amount used right now is about 2. And the amount free is, so that's not displaying correctly. Alright, look at the manual pages. So the one that we want there is 503. Okay, we're going to move on. I'm not exactly sure why free is only 64 and buff cache seems to have the rest. So that could be some configuration that our sysadmin has or something else, but we'll move on to the next question. So we asked about the CS server, now we're going to look at X1. And if we're logged into CS, we can log into X1. It'll ask for your password maybe. How much memory does it have and when was it last rebooted? It has 15 gigabytes of memory according to this. And this has this free buff cache business again as well, and then uptime. This X1 was rebooted 4 days ago. So if I was answering this question currently, 4 days, 11 hours and 53 minutes ago, then I would say October 7th, when this assignment was turned in. X1 had last been rebooted in July as well. Total size in terabytes of all the disks. So DF gives disks free. I'm going to exit X1. Now I'm back to CS DF. These are all the disks. DF-H will display them in gigabytes, terabytes. So these /devs are actual part of actual disks. I don't know about these others. Okay, so if you just add up all of these, then you will get about 14.5 terabytes, and there was a comment from somebody to list a total. Okay, the dash total is one way to do it. So the dash total and human readable, we got 15 terabytes according to that. When I added them up by hand, I got 14.5. So anything around there was fine. Then we have creating a directory and creating a text file. I just put a note there. There was the command to create the directory. That would be it for homework 1. And let's see, just one other, the source of information for homework 1. If we go in the course notes, this has been a while now. Logging into the CS server using the Linux shell, transferring files, text files, and using the Linux shell too. So all of that information that basically applies to any CS course where you're doing C programming, or well, when you're using Linux. Okay.